This goes out to the Oak Park area, the Oak Park Bloods, and the Zilla Bloods who are in Oak Park. I'm looking for Durrell, a colonel in the movement. Classy. I like him a lot. He has my leather bag. It costs $150. More importantly, it has pictures of my family inside. I know he has it safe because he was going to go with me up the hill and pick up 10 to 12 pounds of chronic green blood, bring it down, and make money on sales. It's so easy to do, especially when I'm getting them out for $600. I buy them for $100. I'm plugged. I'm a 5-star general. I'm friends with Snubs and Little Nick. Friends with D-Ray, I think, too. We played chess together, which caused consternation among the whites because it just wasn't done. And I told Gator, Aaron Brotherhood, you know what? I don't play politics, homie. I'm like a celebrity in here, in a way. I'm a famous athlete, a badass fighter, and I don't differentiate colors. Especially, I didn't tell him, since I'm albino and black spiritually and athletically, straight up, to the point where I'm just like Muhammad Ali, only I'm albino. I'm fast as fuck, hit like a truck, and can take a punch from a mule and not get knocked out, as evidenced by me getting sucker punched by that big black guy in West Sacramento. I was talking about how Lincoln should be shot as a traitor to the slaves because he didn't come through with 40 acres and a mule. He left them hanging in the penitentiary and in ghettos with no financial support to aid them on their way up. A crime that should be addressed because it was never paid. 40 acres and a mule. Well, guess what? I can make the fountain of youth, ladies and gentlemen. You put stevia in water, blend, and all the toxic shit that's making people sick floats like soap at the end of everything you see. Everything you see is water popping, splitting, exploding silently, tripling in size, turning white, vanishing. There is no more water. It's just a white bubbly soup, a gas called split H2O that can power engines that they can make. All right? Its exhaust can be turned into the fountain of youth if you remove all of the floating toxic soap after 2 blends. It turns water into it, brings Peach the cat back into perfect health. She was 17 sneezing blood bubbles as a vet, skeleton thin, about to be put to sleep, and I rescued her, took her home, blended tuna fish and pure H2O together, and that cat lapped herself into perfect health within 3 to 4 months and lived until 19, until her mom killed her off, giving her reverse osmosis tap water that Peachy was whining for. Who gives a fuck? Peachy was my miracle, and my mom fucked it up. But she also proved a point that that white toxic soap is no good because it shocked Peachy's system, reproduction, and she was dead in 30 days from congestive heart failure. All right? So that led to my uncle losing 6 cancerous breast tumors in 4 short months, 74 pounds of flabby fat melted off his body. Although he was working out, he was religiously studying some ancient form of martial arts that he said fucked them all up. Anyhow, type 2 diabetes was gone within hours of him drinking very, very, very sweet stevia water, pure H2O. Type 2 diabetes didn't register anymore. It was gone. Okay? That's how powerful stevia is. I'm the one that figured out what it does. Massive amounts cures. That's why the rich have held it back for years. They don't want people knowing what I know. And that's why I'm coming out saying, look, I don't have my tray blasted on my stomach for nothing. Okay? I'm the best there is. The best there ever was. In football, I was a god. I was the fastest on the field, no matter the color. Okay? I caught black kids that were fast and running for touchdowns from behind on game film. And there was game film of me gaining on Tim Brown as he's running for a touchdown in Notre Dame Stadium. Coach Faust rewound that about 5-6 times to show the speed. I had afterburn. Okay? I had brothers jumping up and down, going crazy when I hit 40 yards because at 40 I'm not topped out, I'm still accelerated. changing gears. Okay? I have to go to Herb Acres and get worked on after getting sucker punched by Anthony in Mustafa's little slumlord establishment. I tell you what, if there was a camera, it would have shown Mustafa hitting me and breaking my glasses. He hit with such force, right above the solar plexus. And then it would show him kicking me as hard as he could in the stomach, trying to knock me down. And then at the very end, he threw a karate chop punch to my solar plexus. It didn't faze me in the slightest. I thought, this guy hits like a little bitch. I'm going to fucking render him when it comes time. And he's done. And I'm going to do him and Anthony back to back in a cage. They're cowards. They're both punks. They hit older people because they can get away with it. And yeah, I got sucker punched by Anthony and hit the ground, and I tweaked my back a little bit. So I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to sue Mustafa because he condones what Anthony does to the point where he kicked me out and he stiffed me $400. He was supposed to pay me $600 to equal the $400 that I got from Pickwick Motel. Okay, a rat-infested, unholy fucking piece of shit, a rundown motel with no cameras to ensure the safety of the residents. It was like the Wild West, and I let myself get beat down on purpose, bloody, because I'm going to sue, because they sold me a room, and I got 4 pounds of weed taken, and I locked the door. Yeah, I got beat down because there was no security cameras, and they wouldn't call for a ride for me after I told them I was leaving, and they wanted me gone. They wouldn't call. I didn't have a phone. Not having a phone. Everybody should have a phone. They should have Obama phones again. Make them Kamala phones. Yeah, make them Kamala phones and give them out to the poor so everybody is plugged into the system. And there should be so many things done that's not done because the rich are evil motherfuckers who have it out for the poor. They want to keep them down. They know how much talent in the poor there is. I mean, like Spider, his brother Jaime, is Picasso. Okay, I've seen it. His drawings are exquisitely beautiful, and he does them done as fast as you can. Not a lot of thought that goes into it. I shouldn't say that. Not it looks like it's just a natural flow, and it comes out and it's pristine, perfect. I saw the same thing in Charles Demois, who's a member of the Aryan Brotherhood now, after he killed 2 guys when he was locked up. They call him Charlie Boots. And he was an extraordinary artist to where he still owes me a picture that I gave him of my sons. I'm sure he still doesn't have it because they ransack possessions and do illegal things, throw them away. Yada yada. The end. So much smoke. It's wonderful. The little bus. Who, go figure. It's my favorite part of the cigarette. Don't you know? The smoke. Put it like this, Snoop Dogg. I take gold at the weed smoking Olympics because I figured out how to make weed wet and then slowly strip the weed down as you're burning. Turn it red and suck, and it smokes ad nauseum into the gold medal at the weed smoking Olympics that we should have, because it would be a fun event. People would show how they do it to maximize high, and Dan Quinn would come in first. With my technique. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. That was the bomb. I feel exhilarated. I feel energized. I feel young again. The combination between stevia and marijuana is magic. I figured it out. Sibon Lapua, I fucked him up after he rocked me and should have taken me out, but it didn't because I was on stevia and weed. I was impervious, and it makes me an automaton. I'm going to go to the doctor, Herb Akers, and suffer the pain of healing. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show people at 57 that I'm just as fast or faster than I was in my 20s and at the top of my A game, which is good enough to be bingo bout champion my freshman year against a guy that looked like Mike Tyson. What's up, Pernell Taylor? Uh, you're a stud. You're to actually box before in the Golden Gloves, and your daddy was a professional, and I beat you my freshman year with no training, just punching, watching boxing, copying it. I'm not the same guy that I was back then. If we fought, I would fuck you up. That's why I put 10 pounds out to Mike Tyson, 10 pounds for 5 minute rounds like a championship. It won't go 2. What I'm going to do is cut him down with kicks and punches, and he's going to feel it. And it's going to be up top, down, in the body, okay? He won't figure it out. And I'll take him to the ground and submit him or punch him out, one of the two. I'm Stevie Weed. I'm a berserker, and I'm here to save the planet. I'm here to save us from the rich because they're evil and they're out for our fucking heads, if you don't know it. That's where bro pipe comes in. You have a bong, a long one, and 2 guys at each end, one sucking the hit in so it's not wasted. I did that with Lucky Paella religiously. Got him high off the same hit, even though I had pounds. It was just a point how to do it. And you know what? Mustafa broke that against the corner of the wall and threatened me with a jagged edge. Mustafa is so out of line, out of pocket. He's a liability to Amir, who owns that establishment. And I'm going to sue and I'm going to win because I got fucked. And I don't take that. I'm not from anybody, especially Mustafa, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a punk. He's a enabler of a guy who is guilty of elderly abuse. When he punched Tommy in the eye and Tommy can't get out of his wheelchair and he discarded it, unbelievable that the cops haven't made a move on Anthony up to this point. But what I'm going to do is fight him and Mustafa back to back and bust him up, okay? Stay on the outside with speed, cut him, make him bleed, and then drop him with body shots to knock him out. It doesn't matter. I'm going to fuck them both up. They don't realize what they stepped into. I'm a bad motherfucker, especially when pissed and I don't like him. Anthony bitch slapped me 3 times when I'm sitting down and standing over me, wanting to punch. He's a coward. He's a fucking fake like Mustafa, and I'm going to take them both out.